Welcome to ASTV Productions coverage of tonight's game between the Mound Hockey Academy U15 Male Prep Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds. This is the pregame show here on ASTV Productions, brought to you by Fabricland. I'm going to be your play-by-play commentator, Graham Forsyth, joined by Seth Rock, the third man on our crew tonight, and my color commentator, Cody Wall, for tonight's action. Just before we throw it to an interview, I want to get both of you guys' thoughts on both of these teams coming into tonight's game.
Definitely going to be looking to get a fast start for Mound today. With them only having one win on the regular season, they're definitely going to want to get off to a hot start as quick as they can.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Cody there. I'm expecting a fast, sharp game to start out this first period. I've never seen this Notre Dame team play, so I'm very excited to get the saddle rolling here.
Well, we had a chance to catch up. Well, I had a chance to catch up with both of the head coaches before this game. We're going to roll the one with Pilot Mound's Kyle Nixon, the head coach of the U15s, to talk about what he expects from his team coming into this game and some other things as well this weekend. Graham Forsyth here from ASTV Productions, here with head coach of the Mound Hockey Academy U15 Male Prep Buffaloes, Kyle Nixon. Kyle, coming into this weekend, the team looking to add in the win column, only one win on the regular season so far, but coming in against Notre Dame, a team that you guys have some familiarity with so far this season, winning a game against them and also losing a game. What is the expectation from the group this weekend coming out against this Notre Dame team?
Yeah, it's still early in our season, so we're just hoping to be competitive. Our message at practice all week has been to try to treat practice like a game. It's nice that we've had some success in the past against Notre Dame at this point in our year, so we're hopefully going to have a chance to win both games this weekend and see how that goes.
From what you've seen from Notre Dame in the two games, what are some of the things that you guys are going to have to look out for this weekend in these two games?
They're pretty quick. They move the puck well. Pretty much anybody we've faced in our league so far. The speed has always been a challenge for us to kind of play catch-up. So we're hoping to come out of the gate and be able to keep up with them, be able to defend in our own end by taking away lanes to the net and passing options and things like that. So if we play good team defense and if we can skate, I think we'll be okay.
This team has shown resiliency this year, getting blown out in games and then coming back strong the next. Of course, we saw that against Notre Dame earlier this season when you guys lost 17-4 and then got a 4-3 win last week on Friday against the Rink, losing 16-0 there. What's been the mindset all around, just trying to forget about that game and put it past them?
Yeah, our mentality right now is just to improve. It's still early for us, and some of those established academies that have a lot of bigger bodies and guys that are, I'm guessing, going to get drafted to some level of junior hockey have been tough for us to compete with. So if we can take the little spurts of games where we actually do stick with them and then try to put together a full 60 minutes, I think that's our goal heading into Christmas even.
I do notice that Bo Murray not on the lineup sheet for today's game. What's going on with the injuries with this team right now?
Actually, we should have our full lineup today. Those guys are back. They got hurt actually when we were in Notre Dame in the game that we won. So just a couple of kind of minor injuries for the most part. So they're out for a couple of weeks, but they're back today.
And one last thing here, Coach. You've already kind of alluded to it, what the week of practice has been like. But what are going to be some of the keys you see in you guys matching up and trying to beat this Notre Dame team this weekend?
I think the biggest thing for us is puck possession. If we have it, not giving it away right as soon as we pick up the puck, or if we can create turnovers and then try to develop something offensively, or if we break out, we pass the puck to our own guys and not turn it over to their defensemen. So when we have the puck, if we can manage it a little bit better, I think that'll give us a chance to be successful.
Well, let's see if that does happen for you guys this weekend, Coach. Best of luck to you and the team in these two games against Notre Dame. This was Kyle Nixon, Mound Hockey Academy U15 Male Prep Coach here, joining us on the pregame show. Graham Forsyth reporting here from ASTV Productions here at Blackjack Field Arena. And, of course, that was Kyle Nixon, head coach of the Mound Hockey Academy U15 Male Prep Buffaloes. And it looks like I'm blind because Bo Murray is, in fact, on the starting lineup sheet tonight, and he's on the game sheet, but going to be interesting to see how Mound comes out this weekend against this Notre Dame Hounds team. And speaking of, I also had a chance to catch up with head coach of the Notre Dame Hounds, James McGuigan, to ask him about what he expects his team to do this weekend against Pilot Mound, what he expects from Pilot Mound, and some other things as well.
Graham Forsyth here from ASTV Productions, interviewing the head coach of the Notre Dame Hounds here, James McGuigan, pregame here on our ASTV pregame show between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 male prep Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds. James, your team this season coming in, looking to get back in the win column this weekend against Pilot Mound. What's the weekend of practice, or the week of practice, been like with the team that you've seen?
High intensity, really trying to push the pace of the game. Biggest thing for our guys is learning how to make tape passes at full speed and really learning how to execute whenever, sometimes they kind of lull themselves into a false sense of security from time to time. So just a high tempo practices all week and a lot of physicality and a lot of shots for our goalies, and hopefully it translates into a lot of goals and a lot of success this weekend for us.
You guys have played Pilot Mound already this season, 2 games against them at the start, 17-4 win, and then lost the second game 4-3 this weekend. Of course, you guys got 2 games against them. What's going to be the goal to, come back as strong as you did in that first game this time around, if we do see a strong effort from this team in the first game?
It's going to be simplify the game. Biggest thing is, capitalizing, using our speed to our advantage, getting pucks in behind their defenseman, forechecking hard, and finishing our checks and trying to wear them down. And the way I tell the guys is, don't be fun to play against. Be hard on pucks and be miserable guys to play against. And that's how we're going to be successful. Is creating time and space for our line mates and for ourselves, and capitalizing on opportunities whenever they come to us.
Obviously, team on a road trip here in Pilot Mound this week, and not too far from Saskatchewan as some other places, but still a road trip. What's the feeling like around the team, coming down here to play in Pilot Mound this weekend for 2 games?
Excitement. It's the first road trip of the year for our guys, so they were a little giddy to get on the bus this morning. The bus pulled up about 5 minutes late, and they were like horses at the stable trying to get out of the door, so they're excited. It's always good to get that excitement into the kids, and it's one of the best parts of hockey is getting on the road and, getting out of Wilcox and getting into a hotel room for the night, and the guys really enjoy that aspect of it. And the biggest thing is just being around each other and being a part of that culture where they're going to push each other, and they get to spend the next 24 hours together in close confines. So it's a good team building opportunity for us as well.
Talking about a player to watch this week from your team, a player that you expect to have a big impact out there this weekend.
Alexis Levine, number 18 for us. He's a dynamic skater. He's gritty, but he's also got a lot of skill. He's one of our leading scorers this year, so he's a forward to watch. Tomorrow we got one of our players coming back from injury who we're really, really high on, is Joby Baumüller as well, so he's coming back. He hasn't played a game yet this year, but he's a guy that can be a direct impact on any game that he plays. So a couple guys to look for, and then on the back end, Cade McIver is one of our defensemen that really moves pucks well, and he can drive a line. He can provide a second layer of attack in the offensive zone too, but he's just he's good with the puck, and he's smart, and he doesn't force plays. He just simplifies his game, and he gets pucks moving north and tries to get it in the net.
Well, can't wait to see those players come out and play this weekend for you, Coach. Best of luck to you and your team in these 2 games this weekend against Pilot Mound, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much, guys.
Graham Forsyth here from ASTV Productions, reporting with James McGuigan, head coach of the Notre Dame Hounds.
Here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba, for this ASTV Productions broadcast tonight in this game between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 male prep Buffaloes taking on the Notre Dame Hounds. I'm Graham Forsyth, your play-by-play commentator for tonight's matchup, joined to my right by Cody Wall and to my left Seth Rock. Both of these teams coming in under 500 to the weekend, but they have some familiarity against each other, like we've spoken about before in the interviews during the pregame. They met each other in 2 games early on in the season, a 17-4 win by Notre Dame in the first one, and then Pilot Mound coming back the next day and winning 4-3. I'll go to you, Cody. Pilot Mound been resilient this season after getting blown out, given a pretty good effort the next game. Of course, they lost to the Rink 16-0 last Friday. They've had some time to sit with this loss that they had. That blowout loss, they'll have a full lineup back. What are you expecting now, knowing these things, that Pilot Mound's going to have a full lineup back against this Notre Dame Hounds team?
Well, like I kind of said earlier, I do think that they're going to come out hard. One player I think that is going to be kind of driving the play today is, you mentioned him a bit in your interview there, Graham, was Bo Murray. It does look like he is back, like you had mentioned, and actually looking like they have chosen their leadership group here for Pilot Mound, and he is indeed the captain. So as well as adding his offensive giftedness, there looks like he is also their captain and is going to add a little bit of leadership to today's lineup today.
Yeah, I do agree with Cody there. I like that they have a leadership group now, but in order for one of these teams to come out successful today, they just need to activate their legs right away. We saw when Notre Dame played them the first time, they got to that lead pretty quick, and they had that big lead throughout the whole game, and but when Pilot Mound came out the next game, they were able to get the win themselves. So it should be interesting to see what's happened. I don't really have a gauge on this yet, but we'll see a few plays into the game.
Well, that's going to do it for our little preview here. Pilot Mound will get you the starting lineups in just a moment in this game. It's Liam Tatuni, Bo Murray, and number 9 up front, Chartrand for Pilot Mound, as well as Carson Carrolls and Gage Sutherland on the back end for them. Keen Reed getting the start in net. It's in the zone that's going to be paddled away into the netting by Keen Reed. We'll get you guys Notre Dame's as well, their starting lineup. There's only 5 players listed here. Grady Peterson getting the start in net for them. He's wearing number 1. Jack Elliott, Hudson Briho, and Kobe Bosair getting the start up front, and Calvin Gustafson out there, along with number 4 for this team, Farson Londa. My apologies if I get any names wrong here tonight, folks. Puck is in the Notre Dame zone. It's going to be behind the net. Going to be passed up to Elliott. Elliott going up to his teammate, number 8, Kobe Bosair. Gage Sutherland with a flyby hit there, a flyby attempt to hit there, but he wasn't connecting. McIver going to send it in deep for Notre Dame. It's going to be Chartrand on the boards. Gets that taken away from him in the corner. It's Liam Tatuni. Liam Tatuni getting closed off. Going to be picked up by Chartrand and up to the captain, Bo Murray. Bo Murray going in now. He's going to shoot through the legs of McIver, but turned away there by Peterson. Trying to toe drag now, number 7, Gage Nigel. Puck is behind the goal line in the Notre Dame zone. Going over to the middle to Donovan. It's going to be picked up by McIver. McIver going to play it off the boards to number 19, Pym. Aiden Pym coming in now. He shoots, and that's going to be a low shot turned aside by Keen Reed. Trying to dangle there, Notre Dame, but gets knocked off of that puck. Going to be played down low. Dwight Sawatsky, or number 18, Kim Karen. And shot's going to be behind, and that's going to be a goal! Pilot Mound here early on. Wasn't pretty, but doesn't matter. In the back of the net, making it 1-0.
It looks like a nice goal there by, I believe it was Adam Kelly getting the goal on that one, number 27 for Pilot Mound.
And Pilot Mound taking a lead here in this game today against Notre Dame. Goals brought to you by Murray Chrysler and Morden and Carmen. And we do believe Adam Kelly did get the goal. We'll have some clarification in just a moment here. But Notre Dame trying to answer back now. It's going to be shot, and that's going to be a nice glove save there by Keen Reed to slow things down and cover it up here with 17:28 left in the first. 1-0, the U15 Mail Prep Buffaloes lead.
Yeah, and with we kind of got a little bit of a short pregame show with the early pregame workout here. But one of the players I thought maybe we'd be looking for Notre Dame would be Cade McIver as a player to watch today for Notre Dame.
McIver coming into this game, from what I've seen, leads all defensemen in the U15 prep division in points. So that's definitely something that Pilot Mound's going to keep an eye on this weekend is him. But it's going to be Carroll's now putting that on net, going to be saved by Peterson. And going to get a stoppage in play here in the Notre Dame zone.
And you know what, Cody? I talked about on my Seth's Inside Scoop that McIver was the player I was going to be looking to. So it appears that great minds think alike.
Always like to hear that compliment, a great mind. I don't get that often there, Seth.
Pilot Mound attacking after the draw. Liam Tatuni going to pick it up in the corner. He goes to Bo Murray. Bo Murray ends up sending that down low after he wasn't able to receive that pass where he wanted it. Bo Murray trying to hit now. Causes a bit of a turnover. Well, caused a turnover, and that's going to be sent down by Chartrand. Chartrand now laying a hit. It's going to be Notre Dame now trying to break out. Pass misses, and that's going to be to Chartrand. Chartrand unloads, and that's going to be a nice glove save by Grady Peterson to cover it up here.
One thing I like so far early by Pilot Mound is they haven't been looking for the hits, but they've been finishing every check they have had available to them, and really just made Notre Dame know that anytime they have the puck, that there is going to be a body laid on them.
Bo Murray now shoots, and that's going to be wide of the net. Bo Murray, right after the draw, getting that puck back, it just misses. Elliott now banks that off the boards. That gets by Murray, but can't get by Carrolls. Carrolls try sending it in, but kept out of the Notre Dame zone by Notre Dame. Going to be sent in now. Carson Carrolls with the puck. Behind his net, he's going to play it up now to Kelly. Adam Kelly chips that off the boards, past the red line, and deep into the Notre Dame zone. The Hounds now looking to break out. That rim around the boards. Unable to receive it. Schaefer passing that to number 10. It's going to be picked off by Chikuz. Adam Kelly out there as well. Chikuz with a nice stick there. Going to be played out of the Notre Dame zone all the way down for an icing in Pilot Mound zone, bringing it back down to Notre Dame zone for a face-off.
Yeah, Pilot Mound, like I kind of said earlier, they've been really laying the body every time they've had the chance. Another thing they've done good is a lot of their passes have been tape to tape early on. That's another thing they're going to look to continue for the rest of this game.
Now it's going to be played out of play into the netting by number 4, Farson Lonedark.
To add on to your point there, Cody, I think another reason to Pilot Mound's early success this game has been their hard forecheck. I've noticed a few times where they've turned puck, they've forced the puck, they're forced turnovers in the offensive zone.
And it's going to be in a scrum there, in a crowd of players. Notre Dame getting it out. Elliott trying to play that up with one stick, unable to, but gets it back and sends it in. On the attack now is Notre Dame. Schaefer there for Pilot Mound, playing it up to Sawatsky. Now going to be played off the boards. Going to be in the neutral zone for Pilot Mound. Liam Tatuni with the puck now. Tatuni right before the blue line. Dumps and goes. Dumps and chases, rather. It's going to be down low in the Notre Dame zone. Notre Dame getting possession of it. There's Cade McIver playing the puck to a teammate. And Notre Dame offside on that play. Going to get a draw right outside of Pilot Mound zone.
Yeah, just continued pressure so far early by Pilot Mound, something they'll want to continue on. All three lines that they have on forward here have been just buzzing so far.
Bo Murray off the draw, gets that puck. He's going to try to take it wide. Delaying up high, tries sending it down low, but unable to. Bo Murray trying to take it to the net, sends it out in front, puck there, but going to be whistled down. Grady Peterson standing tall there.
Nice little dipsy doodle by Bo Murray there to almost sneak one in with some traffic in front.
And definitely a huge bonus for Pilot Mound in this game, getting Bo Murray back. Shot from the point from Gage Sutherland, and that's going to be a low glove save there by Grady Peterson.
Yeah, I like that shot by Sutherland there to shoot through traffic and able to get the puck on the net, especially if it's a low shot like that. You shoot for a rebound, maybe you can get one of your teammates to bang in that rebound score.
Stopping up in the neutral zone and finding a teammate, number 15, Joey Adlis. Here's McIver now. McIver going to send it in from the neutral zone, and that's going to go out of play. A bit too high there from McIver on that attempt to get it in.
Yeah, just to dive a little bit more in, we've covered this U15 team a couple times this year. It looks like they're just getting a little bit more chemistry as the team does play more games. You know, we've mentioned in the prior broadcast that this is their first year together, so a lot of chemistry building here.
Yeah, not only that, first year ever that the program is playing games here. It's a new program, of course, was announced prior to the season starting. Of course, the Pilot Mound would be having this team. Now it's going to be Elliott behind the net, spins around, does a tight turn, and able to send that to a player. It's going to be a toe drag and a nice glove save there by Keane Reed to stop things up and cover it up.
Yeah, early on, Pilot Mound's just been doing all the right things in the offensive zone and defensive zone. You saw there, when they do get shots, Keane Reed is up to the task of catching them all.
Going to be one that's not going to get through. Blocked by a player. Carson Carroll's battling with, I don't know who that is. It's going to be picked up by Notre Dame. Sending that to the point. It's going to be Gustafson sending it across, shot on net, and that's going to be turned away by Reed. Leandorf sent that to Donovan. Donovan now sending that down low to Beausere. Beausere. It's going to be back to Gustafson. Gustafson shot tipped, and that's going to be out of play, meaning we're going to get a draw inside a Pilot Mound zone here with 12-11 left in this first period. Pilot Mound leading this one 1-0 here against the Hounds.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, we weren't sure what we were going to see with, kind of looking at the stats here. Notre Dame had come in with, a fair amount of goals scored on the season so far, and so far Pilot Mound's been up to the task.
Going to be Elliott getting in the way of Chartrand there. It's going to be down low. Played to the slot, but nice positioning there by Carrolls to pick that one off. Elliott in his own end now. Sends a pass to a teammate. And big hit there by Tatuni on number 11, Carter Ellsworth. Behind his own net now is Carson Carrolls. Elects to pass that to D partner Gage Sutherland. Sutherland coming in now. Sutherland tried to get a shot on net, but stick got in the way, making it an easy stop there for Grady Peterson, and he covers it up.
I'd like to note that after that hit you just announced, I saw him skating off, holding his arm. So look to see if he comes back early for his next shift or what's wrong there. Hopefully nothing though.
Well, it's going to be one to Balabanski's shot is going to get tipped wide of the net. Chipping that out of the zone is the Hounds. A dangle now by number 19, Aiden Pym. Unable to complete it, though. Now going to be 2 done at the point. His shot going to be sent to the net, but that isn't going to go for him. And going to be sent to the point, but Dunn unable to hold the line there. Passing it over to Leandorf. Leandorf sending that in. Schaefer gonna get hit there by Pim. Gonna go to Gustafson, but Gustafson unable to cradle that pass and receive it. Lohndorf sending that across to a teammate. Gonna go to number 19, Aiden Pim. Gonna be sent to Sawatsky. Now Sawatsky tried sending a pass back to Carols, but out of his reach. Elliott with the puck now. Send that to a teammate down low. Pilot Mound on the forecheck. Pass is going to go up to the point to Sutherland. Puck out in front. Going to be picked up by Sawatsky. Sawatsky going to Thompson. Shot by Sutherland. Going to be out of play, not even hitting the netting. And we're going to see a draw, I believe, inside the Notre Dame zone.
A couple weeks back, we were calling Town of Valley Hawks game, and remember, Graham, they were wearing some breast cancer awareness jerseys, and it looks like the Hounds here are wearing pink laces in honor of breast cancer.
You'll have to see it. Great to see what these teams are doing to showcase how they're supporting, how they're spreading awareness. Even though that's small, even though they're only the laces are pink, still a big thing.
Sometimes it's not about the game itself. There's stuff that's bigger than the game that you have to stand out for, and seeing that is a really good thing, like you guys both had mentioned.
No doubt about it. We're gonna be seeing Pilot Mound go into a penalty here. It's number 9, Riel Chartrand, going to the box. Or Liam Chartrand, my apologies. Riel, his older brother.
And it looks like that's going to put Pilot Mound on the supplemental insurance penalty kill. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Contact Supplement Insurance today.
And my apologies to Liam Chartrand. I had him and his brother's name mixed up for the majority of this game here. Going to be sent in by Pilot Mound. Notre Dame. It's going to be McIver behind his own net. He's going to skate it up. He's going to go to a teammate in number 9, Bokelder. Up by McIver. Sending that to a teammate was Alexis Levine. Now it's going to be Aiden Pim at the point. He's not able to hold it. Murray trying to ship it through McIver there, but McIver able to stand tall. Going across now to Michael Donovan was Alexis Levine. Levine going to get the puck back now. Levine goes to the point to McIver. McIver back to Levine. Levine shot tipped, and Reed going to stand tall there, making that save off the tip from Pim. And going to get a cover up, a stoppage in play here at 49 seconds remaining in this Notre Dame power play.
Yeah, it's been a nice power play. I know Notre Dame so far this first period has looked like they have been kind of playing Pilot Mound's game, but this power play definitely has been a little bit stronger for them.
Going to be cleared out by Pilot Mound as they continue to kill this penalty here. Going to be Lohndorf behind his own net, sending a pass to teammate Hudson Riho. Going to be down low now. Schaefer playing that up the board. It's going to be Lohndorf sending that down low to Lohndorf. And Schaefer going to get that knocked away from him by number 7, Gage Nagel. Now going to be sent up to Elliott. 2 seconds remain on this power play. We're back to even strength now. Elliott, nice move to get past Big Eddie, sending that on net, but a save there by Keane Reed to cover things up.
And Notre Dame, like I said, definitely had a bit of a stronger power play. They didn't get a lot of shots, but they were able to cycle it around to the outside, and the shots they did get were, grade A ones that they did see.
going to be played up by Pilot Mound into the neutral zone. And that is Kim Karen battling there near the point. Going to be played back into the zone for Notre Dame. Puck into the Buffalo zone now. It's going to be Michael Donovan getting that. Going to be played up to Gustafson. His shot, low rebound, scores! And that was, I believe, Michael Donovan following up on that rebound and putting it in the back of the net, tying this game at 1.
Yeah, what a play by Gustafson on the point to get that bomb off, and he was able to put it low, so the rebound came out into an excellent position, and just a great job to bang in that rebound and get the tying goal here in the first period.
Yeah, nice play there from the defense, and good play by number 14 of Michael Donovan to follow the rebound.
And gonna be stripped by Chartrand. Chartrand shoots, scores! Excuse the voice track, but I think it's warranted here. Liam Chartrand stealing that puck, going in and putting it top shelf, giving the Buffaloes the 2-1 lead here.
That was a fantastic play by Chartrand there. The awareness on him to be able to strip the puck and go in and score a low blocker on the breakaway. Just an excellent goal.
And we always talk about how momentum is so arbitrary once that one goal is scored. Sometimes often other goals are scored at the same time.
Well, what a way to answer back there after Donovan scores tied for the Hounds. Chartrand comes back and says, look at what I can do, putting that one top shelf. We're back to play here. Puck down low in the Pilot Mound zone. That pass intended in the area of Dunn, but way off, and Notre Dame has to break out of their own end now. It's going to be Alexis Levine playing that up to Pim. Pim gonna send that in and go off for a line change. Pilot Mound now up 2-1 in this game. Of course, Pilot Mound goals brought to you by Murray Chrysler and Morden and Carmen, and Gage Sutherland gonna carry that one in, but it's gonna be offside, and we're gonna see a face-off outside of Notre Dame zone.
And I know it's only halfway through the first period, but all you people at home, somebody to cue in on and watch today would be Liam Chartrand. He's been doing all the right things today, able to use his speed and his body to create time and space, and now is able to strip a player for the goal.
Going to be Gage Sutherland back for Pilot Mound, passing it to Carson Carrolls. Carrolls passed up to Sawatsky, back to Carrolls now. Carrolls leading this charge into the zone, sends it in. Hank Thompson gets a stick on that puck. Thompson going to be rubbed out now by Gustafson. And it's going to be picked up by Chikuz. Chikuz's low shot going to be blockered away there by Grady Peterson. And it's going to be Pilot Mound continuing a forecheck. Thompson gets the puck off that forecheck. Gets that back to the point now to Gage Sutherland. His shot can be tipped off of a Notre Dame player's stick. A lucky bounce there for Sutherland as his shot gets tipped by the opposing team into the net for a 3-1 Pilot Mound lead here in this first period.
Man, those kind of goals can be absolutely demoralizing, knowing you had nothing to do with it and hit off your own guy to go into the net. It's going to be all about Notre Dame getting back in, focusing hard, because a goal like that is tough to see go in.
Yeah, they'll definitely want to forget that one as quick as possible.
Of course, Pilot Mound goals scored, brought to you by Murray Chrysler and Morden and Carmen. Pilot Mound up 2 goals here in this period early on in the game. 3-1 is their lead. 10-8, the shot advantage in favor of Notre Dame. Be played out of the zone. Kim Karen now along the boards. Puck is under him. Going to get up, and Sutherland recovers it and sends it into the Notre Dame zone. Going to be rimmed around the boards. Matthew Bigheady going to beat number 9, Jacob Bokelder there. It's going to be Bigheady in the neutral zone, dumping that in and forcing Notre Dame to Breakout starting deep in their zone. Notre Dame has some open ice in front of them now. That's Bokelder with some nice moves there. He passes that to Pim. Pim trying to get that back to a teammate, but unable to. Pim's going to get it back. Pim sending that to Bokelder, but unable to receive it. Big Hetty to Chartrand. Chartrand trying to chip it by Donovan. He's unable to. Donovan gets the puck, puts a low shot on net, but Reed going to be there to stop it and cover it up for a whistle.
Yeah, and that one Notre Dame goal really seemed to spark Pilot Mound to continue their forecheck.
And 3:51 remaining here in this period. Draw to the left of Reed. And going to be won by Pilot Mound, but Notre Dame going to get it back. Gustafson from the point shoots. Going to be a block there by Tatuni. Bo Murray getting the puck. He's going to chip that off of either the boards or the glass. Couldn't quite see it, but it's going to result in an icing here, sending it right back down into Pilot Mountain zone.
And watching Notre Dame here, it looks like they are starting to get a little aggressive. I'm sure they're not wanting to be down 2 goals early on in this contest, and look to see if maybe they'll be able to keep it within the lines, or if they'll create some Pilot Mound power plays.
And McIver tried sending that one in deeper, but was a nice play there by, I believe, Sawatsky to get in the way of that. Carson Carroll's now with the puck, and play it off the boards to Gage Sutherland. Gage Sutherland sending it back to Carrolls. Carrolls looked like he tried to send it back, and he does to Sutherland. Sutherland playing that up to a teammate now. Hank Thompson. Dunn sending it in. Connor Dunn, that is. Defenseman for Notre Dame. Hansel Chakuz. Gonna not get that past Elliott. It's gonna go to Sawatsky now for Pilot Mountain. Sawatsky in the neutral zone. Unable to get that pass up. Alexis Levine gets that taken away. It's to Beauserre. However, Beauserre plays that back to Levine. Levine banks that off the boards down low. Beauserre sends that out in front. Save is going to be made with the glove of Keen Reed on that shot from John Atlas. And we're going to get a draw here. Stoppage and play at 2:30 left in the period.
And everything that Keen Reed has seen today so far has been kept to the outside, kept a lot of his shots as best they can to the easier areas.
Gustafson unable to get that one on net. Wasn't able to clear the Pilot Mountain sticks. Kim Karen tried getting that out, but his chip not strong enough. It's going to be Adam Kelly getting in the way there. Kelly sends that to Wambold. Wambold tries dangling pass, but they stay on it. Adam Kelly now going to get rubbed out there by John Atlas. And Notre Dame looking to break out of their zone now. A nice dangle in the middle there. But it's going to be picked up and taken the other way by Pilot Mound, and Kelly unable to complete the dangle there. McIver bringing it up. Kelly laying the body. It's going to be Allsworth sending it in for Notre Dame. Carson Carrolls back behind the goal line. Sends that up to Schaefer. Schaefer to Wambold, and that's going to be to Brio. Brio sends a pass to Pim. Pim now going to go to McIver. McIver shot, scores! And there he is. Cade McIver for Notre Dame. Gets his team within 1 here with 1:20 left in this period.
Nothing like making the bar sing. Just an excellently placed shot. Puck comes right to him on that far wall, and he does everything right by placing it bar down.
Yeah, and a nice assist by Aiden Pim to get the play started, and nice follow through, like you said, by Cade McIver to get his team within 1.
3-2 now for Pilot Mountain. That latest goal coming from Cade McIver. McIver, of course, as mentioned, coming into this game as the U15 Prep Division's leading defensive point getter. Adding into his season totals with that goal, and then tonight's game. Going to be Kelder shoots on net, and that's going to be stopped by Reed. Murray Tries playing that high off the glass out. Liam Tatuni now chipping that off the boards, giving chase on McIver. McIver now going to elect to play that off his own boards behind the net. Carrolls gets the puck at the point but whiffs on it. Last minute of play here now in the period. 30 seconds remaining. McIver back there. He plays that around the other side of the net to Pym. Pym going to battle there with Bo Murray. Bo Murray gets the puck now. Bo Murray trying to cut in towards the middle, but unable to keep possession of the puck. Chartrand now sends that for a cross-ice pass, a cross-crease pass, but unable to connect it. Carson Carroll's now coming in, potentially one more chance there for Chartrand, and his shot misses the net just wide. Could have been a buzzer beater. Don't know if they would have counted it, but would have been cool if that one went in. Just would love to see a buzzer beater like that. But 3-2, the Buffaloes lead here. The U15 Male Prep Buffaloes lead after one. 8-14, they got outshot 14-8 in that period by Notre Dame. Before we send it to commercial break, because there's a lot we got to cover in this intermission. Cody, what you like from Pilot Mound here in this first period for them to get those 3 goals?
I like that they came out pushing hard right from the get-go. I know I mentioned it earlier, but even that last sequence, number 9, Liam Chartrand, just using his body there to take away the puck from Notre Dame when it was in a time where Notre Dame recently scored. Their momentum is high. Definitely a nice play to control the game a bit with the dying seconds in the first period coming.
Well, 3-2, Pilot Mound leads here going into the second period. We're going to have an interview for you guys coming up here in just a little bit with Gordy Tummelson, goalie coach and marketing director of Pilot Mound Hockey Academy. Then, after that, we'll throw it to this intermission's edition of Seth's Inside Scoop. But this first period was brought to you by Case Financial. Are you looking to buy a home? Then contact Case Financial for your mortgage today.
Yep.
Gordy's coming on. Graham Forsyth here from ASTV Productions, reporting live here at Blackjack Stewart Arena during this first intermission, and joined by Gordy Tummelson, goalie coach and marketing director of Pilot Mound Hockey Academy. Gordy, 3-2 lead for the Buffaloes after one period. What did you see from this group in that period that allowed them to get that 3-2 lead?
Well, a lot of good team play. Obviously, our guys were just playing much better hockey. I mean, we've got everybody together now. It looks like the team is starting to form, and as they move towards towards the middle of this first half of the season, and so it's wonderful to see our guys passing the puck, getting into the right lanes, picking up guys in the as they on their checks and coming into our zone. Yeah, we're almost there right now. So I know the coaches have worked really hard and the kids have worked really hard, and this is a lot better than we've been in the past. So yeah, they're coming along. We figured this much, and they've done what we thought they could do.
The goaltender for you guys today, Keane Reed, 14 shots faced in that period, letting in 2, but one of them was a snipe. One of them him giving up a rebound there off of a tip, I believe, but giving up a rebound on that first one. Overall, what did you see from Keane's game in that first period that you liked? I also saw you kind of giving him an earful there when he was going in the dressing room.
Well, we have a little coaches goalie meeting for about we get about a minute to talk between periods before the coaches kind of get in the dressing room, and he had a couple things that I just wanted to go over with him, a little bit of a power play penalty kill thing, and then just some shot things. But on the second goal, it was a deflection, so it wasn't a snipe. He had it all the way, and somebody tipped it upstairs on him. So the first one was a rebound. Probably could have handled that a little bit better, but nonetheless, we're up 3-2. He's made some big saves. He's been very steady in goal, and so it's kids hockey. They're going to score some goals because there's 2 good hockey teams out here. So we're looking for more things from Keene, but a good first period.
Looking at the next 40 minutes of this game, what is Pilot Mound, these U15s, going to need to do to keep up this good play we saw from them in the first period?
Well, checking's always important at both ends of the rink. I think if we can keep them in their end, we can score some more goals. The other team, Notre Dame's not quite as adept when you're on them all the time. So, and again, most teams are like that. If you're being checked hard, it's hard to get it to your end. You're going to cough up the puck. We're going to get some more chances to score. We got to beat them in their end, not play so much in ours.
Well, thanks for doing this, Gordy, as always, during our during the intermission, coming on for this intermission period, this first period intermission to talk about the game so far. Graham Forsyth here from ASTV Productions, sending it to a commercial break. Coming up after that, we'll have Seth's Inside Scoop here during this first intermission from Blackjack Stewart Arena.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel.
All right, welcome to the first intermission version of Seth's Inside Scoop. We're here with Seth Rock. I'm Cody Wall. Seth, how do you like the game so far today?
Oh, yeah, it's been very good. I wasn't expecting as fast a start from Pilot Mound as we've seen, but they come out very aggressive, and their forecheck's been excellent, especially in the offensive zone.
That's definitely one of the things that Pilot Mound has got out to and done well early. What are some of the things you maybe think that they need to work on going forward in the second and third?
I think they need to work on their puck management in their own zone. There's been a few times where they've just have been unable to get it out, and they've thrown it. Chipped it off the boards. But Notre Dame's defense has been on that and have been able to trap those pucks and generate more opportunities. So I just think a little bit more defensively reliable, and I think they got a good chance to pad on to their lead here in the second period.
And Notre Dame tried to make a bit of a late push there with scoring a goal in the last 2 minutes. What do you think that they need to do to kind of get this game back to even up and possibly take the lead from there?
Well, actually, I think it's the same thing as what Pilot Mound needed to work on, except I think they need to work on theirs a little bit more, especially their breakout. There's been a few times where they've tried to force pucks to guys that haven't even been open at all, and they just need to settle down in their own zone, and they need to just be patient, know where guys are, know where the safe area is to pass. Just because a guy's calling for the pass halfway up the ice doesn't mean he is a good opportunity, because there could be a guy's stick from the other team in the way that can intercept that pass. So I think defensive zone reliability is their thing that they need to work on for this second period.
Definitely both teams needing to work on some things. What do you think Notre Dame did well? I know we covered what Pilot Mound had done well in that first period. What do you think Notre Dame had done good?
Well, whenever they were in the offensive zone moving the puck, I think that was by far their strongest suit today. And I think, just the way we've seen them passing, stick to stick or tape to tape in their own zone, just placing things perfectly, getting a lot of shots, and especially their shot choices as well. I've noticed that they've been doing low shots, trying to go for rebounds, and that's been one of their stronger suits in the offensive zone.
Before we go to a commercial break here, who do you think for both teams was a player that really stood out so far in this first period for both teams?
I'm going to go with the guy I mentioned a few times, and yesterday on my Seth's Inside Scoop, I'm going to go with Cade McIver for Notre Dame. He already scored that really nice shot in the first period, and he's done a few excellent things defensively as well this game so far, like making sure guys can't cut through the middle. So I think he's had a very good game so far. And for Pilot Mound, I got to go their goaltender, Keane Reed. He's looked excellent, especially in that the only period that they've played so far. But yeah, he was really good, and he was making sure that those rebounds weren't going out too far, and he was just saving everything that came at him except for those two good opportunities that Notre Dame had earlier in the game. So yeah, those two are the players I'm going to have to go with here.
Good picks there, Seth. We're going to send it to a commercial break. I'm Cody Wall here with Seth Rock for Seth's Inside Scoop.
Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena in Pilot Mound, Manitoba, here on ASTV Productions, as we are covering this game, of course, the second period coming up here between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 Male Prep Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds. 3-2 for Pilot Mound after that first period, trailing in the shot category 14-8, but definitely something to build on for Pilot Mound here, coming out strong and having a good period, putting up 3 goals, Cody.
Yeah, definitely something they're going to want to continue is that the effort level that they displayed in that first period. They, right from the original puck drop, showed a lot of effort, a lot of tenacity out there. They were, like I had mentioned earlier, throwing the body as much as they could. They weren't looking for hits, but they were definitely finishing the checks that they had in front of them.
And the ref set to drop the puck here for period 2 in this game between the Buffaloes and the Hounds. Both teams, U15 male prep teams here going at it in the CSSHL regular season game here. First of 2 between the 2 teams this weekend. Shot sent on Grady Peterson there by Carrolls. A long shot as he turned that away. And Gage Sutherland, that puck got by him, but it's going to be Pilot Mound getting it back, and here comes Carson Carrolls now. Carrolls going to send that down low to Liam Chartrand. Liam Chartrand now continuing the battle, still on the puck. He sends that to Carrolls. Carrolls sending that across to Gage Sutherland. Sutherland sending that down low to Bo Murray. Bo Murray sends that down low, but not enough mustard on that one to get by Cade McIver. And here comes Notre Dame now. Alexis Levine cutting in. He tries putting that on net. He sort of does as Reed paddles that away with his stick into the corner. Gustafson going to send that in deep just before the blue line. Gage Sutherland with the puck now, skating in the neutral zone. Nice dangle there by Sutherland. His shot unable to get through. And now it's going to be number 16, Hudson Brijo, sending that one to Jack Elliott. Now going to be sent to the point to Elliott. Elliott's shot not getting through. That was Jacob Elliott with the shot. Jacob Elliott now keeps it in, but Adam Kelly going to be there to disrupt that one and get it out. Schaefer going up to Adam Kelly now. Kelly, nice dangle in the neutral zone past McIver. Continuing on the puck is Kelly. Kelly finally going to get rubbed out a bit there by number 11, Carter Ellsworth. Going to be to Adlis. Adlis' shot over the net. Now Carson Dunn going to keep it in, but going to be poked out there by Kelly. Cade McIver now banking that off the boards to himself. Ends up sending that in the zone. And now Nagel sending that out in front to Adlis. Puck still out in front. Pilot Mound clearing it out of there, but McIver back at the point. Shoots. Rebound. Scores. And a physical play after the matter, as Wamble giving Ellsworth a bump there after, sending him to the ice. But Ellsworth there, the side of the net, puts it in, tying this game up at 3 for Notre Dame.
And another, just display of Notre Dame looking for the rebound. And after Cade McIver's shot, number 11 of Carter Ellsworth, just like you said, Graham, was right there on the doorstep for the rebound.
It's a tie game now here early on in the second. 17:22 remaining. 3-3. And Wambold is going to get a penalty for that after the play, after he hit Ellsworth. So Pilot Mound has some work to do here on the penalty kill.
Yeah, just an unnecessary play there after the goal. They just scored and then they tie the game, and now they have another opportunity to score to get the lead, so just not a very good penalty to take.
And that penalty kill is brought to you by Supplemental Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Contact Supplement Insurance today.
Going across to Alexis Levine. Levine sending that one down low to Pym. Aiden Pym sends that to Donovan, and Donovan unable to get a clean shot. unable to get a shot off in total. Levine now passes that down low to Donovan, but it's, I believe, Reed got a piece of that one. And Bo Kelder sends a pass to McIver. His shot going to be saved with the glove of Reed, covering things up here with 1:03 remaining in the Notre Dame power play.
Yeah, definitely, as you mentioned before, Seth, not something they were probably wanting to do. Take a penalty right after that goal, kind of putting them at a bit of a disadvantage here. So they'll look to kind of dig out of this hole here and hopefully get out unscathed.
Bo Murray going to get it off the draw. He's going to choose to skate in with it. Murray sends a shot on net, and that's going to be saved with the glove of Peterson. Now coming up is Hudson Brio. Hudson coming in now, breaking in, and in the corner, going to get that taken away. But it's going to be picked up by Ellsworth, going to Gustafson. Ellsworth now going across, beautiful pass, but unable to get a handle on it and cradle it there for the shot, and Pilot Mound sends it out. And behind the net now is Brio, leaving it for Gustafson. Gustafson now with 16 seconds left on this power play. Skating past the blue line now, leaves that for Adlis, and Gustafson, a hard hit, goes down, and that's going to be saved there. Hudson Brio getting the shot on net there, Reed saving it, and Gustafson looking like he's in some discomfort here. Still not off the ice.
That was a really heavy hit along the boards. He went down hard, and yeah, that did not look like fun for him, man. Hopefully he's okay.
Well, he's skating off the ice now, up on two skates. Might be one of those ones where you just gotta shake it off, take a bit of a breather and come back strong. 8 seconds remaining here on the power play for Notre Dame. Draw's going to be won by the Hounds. Elliott sends that one over to Carson Dunn. Power play expires. It's going to be back to Jack Elliott. Elliott sending that back to Connor Dunn. Elliott with a shot. Going to get blocked, not getting through. Here's Thompson now sending that to Chartrand. Chartrand going to send that in on Peterson, and Peterson going to stop that up and cover it up here with 15:04 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, is it just me, or is Notre Dame came out a bit harder this period?
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that too. And, you know, they started near the end of this first, I realized, to really get on their game here. And I had a feeling that this might happen at the start of the second here, and they definitely have come out with a lot of pressure.
Now it's going to be played up to Levine. Levine playing that to Jack Elliott. Elliott going to send that one on towards Reed, and Reed paddled that away. Levine to Connor Dunn. Dunn going to get rubbed out along the boards there, closed off by Hank Thompson. Hank Thompson going to get this puck. He's going to send that across to Carrolls. Carrolls trying to toe drag past McIver, but unable to complete the move there. And Adam Kelly now down low, battling with McIver. Kelly still able to push through there. Finally loses the puck. Connor Dunn gets a rub there, a bump from Kelly. Allows Pilot Mound to keep attacking. And nice move there by Murray. Murray trying to put that on net, but unable to. Kelly sends that to the point to Sutherland. And it's going to be McIver rimming it around the board. It's going to be held in there by Sutherland, sending that one back down low. McIver going to put on a nice move there to create some space for himself. Puck's going to be dumped back down into the Pilot Mound zone. McIver to pick it up. McIver trying to play that off the boards, but the referee in the way. And number 2, Connor Dunn trying to play that up, but gonna get blocked. Bo Murray in the corner now. Unable to get that to a teammate. Cade McIver trying to send that out, and they finally get out. Here's Michael Donovan now. Donovan shoots, scores! Donovan going low on Keen Reed there. Taking the lead for Notre Dame here with a 4-3 score now on the scoreboard. 13:04 left in this game.
Yeah, it all started with an offensive opportunity there for Pilot Mound. They were trying to shoot it in, but it was blocked, and he came in there 2-on-1 and did everything right, putting it low under the goaltender for a good goal.
Yeah, it's quickly how momentum can change here in a game, and looks like maybe we've had a bit of a swing.
Gage Sutherland, his pass, unable to get through a defender, scores! Liam Tatuni, right in the slot, close to the crease, puts it in tight, low shot, and just like that, it's back to a tie game, 4-4.
Back and forth they went, am I right, Graham?
Yeah, back and forth. It's kind of some deja vu. We saw that earlier on here in the game. But all of a sudden, we got a 4-4 game just like that. Pilot Mound goals brought to you by Murray Chrysler. Murray Chrysler in Morden and Carmen. Latest goal scored by number 7, Liam Tatuni for Pilot Mound. The Pilot Mound going to look to keep it going here. Puck is in Notre Dame zone. It's going to be sent down low. Jacob Elliott sending that across to Gustafson. Now Notre Dame looking to break out here. It's going to be Briho sending that back to Elliott in the Hound zone. Gustafson, his pass, unable to connect. Gustafson, no hand pass on the call there. That's going to be number 15, Adlis now, playing it to Briho. Briho back to the half wall to Adlis. Adlis going to get rubbed out, and that's going to be out of the Buffalo zone. Cade McIver now tries. He sends that in. Going to be stopped there by Sutherland. Gage Sutherland trying to go off the boards, and a bit of more deja vu there. The ref's in the way of that clearing attempt once again. And now here comes Cade McIver trying to catch up to that puck, and we are going to get a whistle here, I believe, signaling offside.
And just to kind of bring it back to that last Pilot Mound goal there, another player I had kind of mentioned in that first period who I liked was number 9 of Liam Chartrand. That was a nice pass from behind the net to set up Liam Tatuni's goal there.
Great vision there by Chartrand. As Cody said, having a strong game today for the Buffaloes, or in tonight's game rather. And draw is going to be won by the Hounds. It's going to be to Jacob Elliott. Elliott sent that one to Ellsworth. Ellsworth battling along the boards. And he's still able to continue going. And it's going to be Sawatsky with the puck now. Sawatsky going to leave that for Hank Thompson. Hank Thompson now going to lose an edge, but it's going to be held in by Schaefer. Pilot Mound now at the point of Schaefer. Sends that across to Balabansky. Shot tip, scores! Hank Thompson gets a stick on that one. And Pilot Mound retaking the lead in this game, 5-4 now.
That was a nice setup there by number 14 of Niles Schaefer to send it over to number 10 of Joel Balabansky, and then a shot on net, and Hank Thompson was just able to put it away.
I talked about defensive zone reliability in my inside scoop there, and I noticed Ellsworth there didn't have his guy on the blue line. That's just something they're going to need to work on, making sure they all have their man in the defensive zone.
And another Pilot Mound goal means it's time to hear from our goal sponsor once again. Goals brought to you by Murray Chrysler. Murray Chrysler in Morden and Carmen. Pilot Mound leading this game 5-4 off of the most recent goal from Hank Thompson off of his deflection. And be Notre Dame in the Pilot Mound zone now. Pilot Mound breaking out. Bo Murray now going ahead. Bo Murray looking, tries to pass, but nice play there by Jacob Elliott to take that away from him. And puck's going to be played on net by a Notre Dame player, and now they come out of the zone now. Alexis Levine kind of losing the puck there. And that's going to be played out of the zone. Number 2 now, Connor Dunn, playing that over to McIver. McIver now. Still on the ice. It's going to be Bo Murray with it, coming into the Notre Dame zone. He sends that around the boards. Now McIver going to send that up to Bosar. Bosar now looks to pass across, but his pass behind, and a penalty here coming up from Pilot Mound. 2 minutes for interference. I believe it is on Gage Sutherland as well. Yeah, Gage Sutherland getting the 2 minutes for interference, sending Notre Dame to the man advantage here at 5-on-4.
Yeah, and that man advantage puts Mound on the supplemental insurance penalty kill. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Contact Supplement Insurance today.
And Michael Donovan, Gage, Nagel, and Bosar out for the Hounds up front. McIver and Dunn on the back end. Shot's going to be played on net. That's going to be tipped out of the zone into the netting, setting up a face-off here in Pilot Mountain zone once again.
Yeah, one thing I noticed with Notre Dame here and how they like to generate offense, they often like to go to the point to generate their offense by getting a lot of shots from back there and low ones to see if they can get tips or rebounds.
Hudson Briho winning that draw. Going to be to the point to Jacob Elliott, to Gustafson. Nice stick there by Tatuni being in the lane. Now it's going to be Adlis sending that up to Gustafson. Gustafson shot coming off as a wobbler, and that's going to be sent out of the Pilot Mountain zone now. Back to recover Jacob Elliott. Elliott wheeling around his own net into the neutral zone now, continuing with it into the Pilot Mountain zone now. He shoots, and that's going to be right on. Reed there for the save, and we're going to get a stoppage in play once again.
Yeah, I was a little worried when I saw Pilot Mound was going to be going on the penalty kill here. We saw earlier they had a bit of an inopportunity penalty after that last Hounds goal, but it looks like their penalty kill has been up to the challenge so far in this sequence.
Now Schaefer sending that to Sawatsky. He plays that out of the zone. Cade McIver to get it back for Notre Dame behind his own net. Going to try a long pass there to Ellsworth. But Pilot Mountain going to get it back and get it out. Going to go to McIver. A quick pass to Levine. Levine finding Bo Kelder. Levine now sending that to Dunn. Connor Dunn shoots a low save there made by Keen Reed. And now giving chase at Sawatsky. McIver beating him to the puck though. McIver putting that in an area where no one really was for his team. But he gets it back. McIver now goes to Bo Kelder. Bo Kelder now coming in. Gonna leave that to Ellsworth. Ellsworth tried connecting with Levine. Levine circling back. Doing a tight turn at his own blue line. Gustafson's shot is going to be wide of the net. And going to be back to 5-on-5. No icing on the play. And this game still remains 5-4. Going to try to go over. But that pass out of the reach from Ellsworth. Elliott's pass now. He fans on that, but gets completed anyways. It's going to go back to Jacob Elliott. He's going to go to Calvin Gustafson. Playing that up, it's going to be Carroll's in the neutral zone for Pilot Mound. Big Heady, unable to keep possession of that. Donovan shoots, scores! High blocker side on Keen Reed goes Michael Donovan. And we got a tie game here once again, 5-5 now.
Yeah, a bit of an inopportune turnover there, and Donovan was just able to pick his pocket and able to walk in and snipe the corner.
It was an unbelievably hard shot, I noticed as well. Just made the mesh really I don't know what the word is for it.
Made the mesh sing.
Yeah, there you go.
Made
We'll
the mesh
just
sing. We'll roll with that.
Yeah, we'll roll with that.
We'll roll with that. Not even sure if that's the right terminology, but we're back to play here. Gonna be another penalty here coming up to Pilot Mound. And Liam Tatuni gonna be going to the box. Seems like he's not happy about that one. Gonna be sending Pilot Mound to another penalty kill here, Cody.
Yeah, and it looks like that penalty kill is brought to you by Supplement Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Contact Supplement Insurance today.
Yeah, and Tatuni is just one of those players you don't want to in the penalty box. He's often killing penalties, I've noticed, for them. So just a player they really want out there that's not going to be out there for him.
That puck missing the net wide after getting deflected. Going to be sent out of Pilot Mound zone. And to be fair, Pilot Mound did not get scored on last penalty kill, but definitely not what they want here, giving the Hounds another opportunity with an extra man. It's going to be Hudson Brio now, taking it wide on Carroll's. Carroll's getting his body on him, and making it difficult for him to get by. Gage Sutherland played that up to number 9. Liam Chartrand clearing that out. It's going to be in the Notre Dame zone. A stretch pass there to Levine. It's going to be to Jack Elliott. And puck's going to be sent out of the Pilot Mound zone once again. Only a minute remaining here on this Notre Dame power play. Alexis Levine going to play that up to Adlis. Adlis now. Taking it wide behind the net. Going to go to Dunn. Dunn back to Adlis. Tries going to a teammate there, but clogging the house up nicely was Pilot Mound. Hank Thompson tries sending that one on net here on the kill. Hansel Chakuz clogging up the boards nicely there, making it difficult for Notre Dame to get a breakout. Bo Kelder goes across, but finding the stick of the Buffaloes player, Hank Thompson, instead, and Pilot Mound getting it out of the zone. Peterson going to play it up the boards. And we are just about back to even strength here. Bo Kelder with the puck. He goes to Jacob Elliott, but Elliott takes a tumble. Was able to kind of maintain possession of it there for a moment, but gets that taken away. Sutherland plays that to Kelly. Kelly now, after trying to dangle past, gets pinned along the boards. Now Balabanski chipping that off the boards to Kelly, but unable to get the puck there. It'll be Keen Reed leaving that for Mal Schaefer. Schaefer going to Balabanski. Balabanski to Kelly. Kelly playing it back down low. And going to be to Gustafson at the point. He ends up putting that around the boards. In a corner now, players battling, both Notre Dame and Pilot Mound, 2 players, both each in the vicinity. And that's going to be Kim Karen with the puck. Coming in now, Kim Karen going to delay. Kim Karen trying to get that puck towards the middle, but gets rubbed out. Gage Sutherland now goes to Carson Carrolls. Carrolls now coming in. Carrolls back to Wembled, shoots, rebound there, and Grady Peterson there standing tall to make that save, stopping it at 3:26 left in this second period. 5-5 is the score.
I really like that chemistry between Sutherland and Carrolls there. So many times you've seen them go D to D and be able to send the other one up ice with a bit of a chance. Something we'll like to see to them continue to do, that chemistry.
It's going to be Bo Murray drawing a penalty here, getting tripped up. Reed coming to the bench for the extra attacker. And it's going to be touched up finally. Or the refs just decide to blow it dead for this Notre Dame penalty, sending Pilot Mound to the man advantage here.
Yeah, like you said, Graham, Pilot Mound is going to be going to the man advantage for the first time today, and that brings us to the Supplement King power play. Athletes, contact Supplement King in Swift Current and Winkler today for all your supplement needs.
Now Pilot Mound looking for their chance on the man advantage now to go up and retake the lead in this hockey game. Carson Carrolls now sees some open ice in front of him, goes across to Bo Murray. Bo Murray stopping up now. Bo Murray's shot going to be blocked there by Dunn. Carrolls holding it in the line. Quick pass there to Murray at the half wall. Murray going down low to Chartrand out front, and a beautiful chance there from Tatuni. Unable to get it go though. Going to be down to Chartrand. Chartrand playing that to Tatuni. Tatuni back to Chartrand. Chartrand with the wraparound, getting a hack at it. Puck going to be whistled down, and we're going to get a face-off inside the Notre Dame zone.
I know we've mentioned him a bit today, but you really just can't ignore a performance like Chartrand's been having. He's really just been generating so much offense today, and almost able to pot one there today for his second.
Cross going to be won by Pilot Mound. Going to be back to the point to Sutherland. Goes to Adam Kelly. Unable to cradle that puck, however, was Kelly. And that caused a turnover, sending it into Pilot Mound's end. Sutherland trying to make a move past Bo Kelder behind the net, but Bo Kelder, a nice stick there behind the Pilot Mound zone. Behind the Pilot Mound net, Carroll's going to be rubbed out there. And it's going to be picked back up by Notre Dame, sending that out of play here. With 33 seconds remaining here on the man advantage for Pilot Mound, 1:49 remaining in the second period. 5-5 is the score here between the Buffaloes and the Hounds.
And it looks like we see Chartrand back out there with Tatuni, and looks like we're maybe going to try another shot here on the power play with 33 seconds left.
And puck is going to be held in by Carrolls. It's going to be Chartrand sending that back to the point to Carrolls. Carrolls, he shoots. High blocker save there made by Peterson. Going to go to Chartrand. Chartrand shot going to be a glove save. Flash on the glove there was Grady Peterson covering things up here once again.
Really just a complete effort we've seen out of both teams today. I really haven't seen anybody who looks like they've been dogging it. Just 110% from both teams out there today.
It's going to be played to the point to Carrolls. Carrolls' shot going to get deflected, not getting through. Mostly blocked. And going to go back to even strength. Game remaining, tied at 5-5. Carroll's going to send a pass to an open man. And Chartrand out front to Tatuni, but unable to get a shot off there. Carroll's with a nice play there in the neutral zone. Carroll's trying to continue with it, but finally runs out of space. Less than a minute remaining now in this period. Tatuni sending that to Chartrand, back to Tatuni. Tatuni plays that out towards Peterson, and Peterson going to cover that one up and stop it here at 44.2 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, I'm sure if you talk to the goaltending coaches for both teams, when you see a 5 spot going into the third period, you know, the offense has definitely been prevalent on a night like that, and they'd like to see it reeled in a little bit.
No doubt about it. We continue play here with under a minute remaining here in the game. Number 10, Balabansky, sends that to Niall Schaefer. Schaefer going to chip that off the boards once he got into the zone. Now Notre Dame looking for a potential chance here maybe in the last 20 seconds. Going to turn that puck over, and it's going to be skated by Balabansky, passing that to Thompson. Thompson send that towards the net. Sawatsky with the little touch shot there. And not going to get that one to go, as we see this game remain tied at a score of 5-5 here going into the third period. Shots right now, they might update them during the intermission, but 21-16 in favor for Notre Dame, and a lot of goals in this period, Cody. Or some things, you saw from Notre Dame in this period. We talked about Paul Mound last time, but Notre Dame into getting 3 goals in this period.
Well, they really, they carried some of that momentum from late in that first period. Just kind of going back, they did have a goal to get it to 3-2 with a minute and 20 left in that first period. So they were really able to carry that momentum going forward. But I really liked how Pilot Mound was able to kind of slow some of their momentum and able to counterattack with some of their own goals this period.
Well, we got 20 more minutes guaranteed coming up here in this third period from Blackjack Stewart Arena. We're going to do the same thing as last intermission, send it to a commercial break. Then we'll have an interview with one of Pilot Mound's spectators. Going to get some more insight about who he is. Send it to another commercial break. Then we'll have Seth's Inside Scoop. But before we send it to this first commercial break, the second period was brought to you by Auto Works in Winkler. Vehicle repair, tires, or vehicle detailing, Auto Works is the place in southern Manitoba.
Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Graham Forsyth here, back reporting during the second intermission in tonight's game between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 Male Prep Buffaloes taking on the road team, the visiting team, the Notre Dame Hounds. We're doing something a bit different during this intermission. Instead of having someone from Pilot Mound's teams, we got one of their spectators, a resident of Pilot Mound, Manitoba, Gord Arbuckle. Gord, tell us a bit about your history of watching this team here in Pilot Mound.
Well, actually, I've been a pretty strong supporter, I think, of the academy ever since its inception. I really enjoy the fact that they're here, and actually, I'm a longtime friend and associate of Rod Collins, so there's a connection there for 50 years or so. And so I'm really thrilled that we've got the academy here. It's more hockey, it's more kids, it's more everything that goes with that. And the thing that I have trouble with is trying to get people from the community really out to follow them. And I think part of it is because they come from so many places that most of the kids aren't known. But after a while, we get to know them and appreciate them. We see them walking down the street to school every day, and they become part of the community, even though we don't know them personally terribly well, but they're a part of the community, and we appreciate the fact that they're here, and they are working hard. And It's exciting to watch them. It's exciting to know where they come from, and all the good stuff that goes with it. I just enjoy being here watching them.
That's awesome, and it's awesome that you support not only one of the programs, but all three of the programs now. Just talk about, have you ever missed a game that's been at home in Blackjack Stewart Arena?
Oh, yeah, I've missed a few, but every time virtually that I'm at home, I watch them. I got a couple of daughters and a couple of granddaughters living in the Winnipeg area, so the granddaughters are both playing hockey. They're only 8 and 9 years old, so I have to go away sometimes and watch them play too. But this has always been a sports town, and it's always been a hockey town, and so if you want to live here, you should have some kind of an idea about following sports.
For sure. Last question before we let you go here, Gord. Of course, the Academy added that third team in, the team we're seeing in tonight's game, the U15s. Just how pleased were you to see that there's not only 2 teams you get to watch now, but 3 teams moving forward?
Well, 3 makes it even better. And actually, I'm probably hoping that there's a 4th one coming. I'd like to see another girls' team, too. So then we'd have 2 boys and 2 girls, and that would be great. I'd be here to watch as much as I could watch, because I just enjoy them, and I enjoy the improvement they make over the course of a year. When you're on the ice every day and get a chance to skate and play as regular as they do, there's a lot of improvement, and to me that's very satisfying to see the work that everybody's doing to improve the abilities of all these kids. And that's tremendous.
For sure, Gord. Thanks for. I kind of sounded like Cassie Campbell there on that Sobeys commercial, whatever it was. But thanks, Gord Arbuckle, for coming on and being the second intermission guest for this interview here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba. You enjoy the rest of the season and tonight's game as well. Thanks for joining us here. We're going to send it to a commercial break, then be right back here for Seth's Inside Scoop here on in the second intermission. Graham Forsyth from Pilot Mound, Manitoba, reporting here from Blackjack Studio.
Welcome to the second intermission report with Seth's Inside Scoop. Seth, been a pretty back and forth game we've had so far these first 2 periods. Let's break down what you think of Pilot Mound's game so far.
Yeah, well, they've done an excellent job at, for the most part, matching the speed of Notre Dame. We know that Notre Dame might be a little bit more deep up front, so it is hard to replicate what they have there, and that's why the shots were so lopsided at the beginning of the second period. But as the second period began to go a little bit, we saw Pilot Mound get some more opportunities, and they started looking a lot better. So I think this has been an excellent period for them.
Definitely an excellent period by them. And Notre Dame, what did you see them improve on to kind of even this game up in the second period?
Well, I think they did exactly what I said they needed to work on after the first period. I think their defensive zone reliability has been a lot better. They haven't been forcing pucks as much as they have been, and they've been making things a lot easier on their goaltender, Peterson. So I think, this is going to definitely help them going into the third.
With us going into the third at a tie game, what are your keys to Pilot? What does Pilot Mound have to do to crack down on this game to get ahead?
I think they just got to keep it up with the way they've been playing. There's been a few times where they've gotten hemmed in their own zone, but I think their goaltender has been playing pretty good for the most part. So I think if they can keep up what they're doing, I think they got a good chance to, really win here.
And if you were in that Notre Dame room right now, what would you kind of be telling the boys to, help them take control of this game if you were Notre Dame's coach?
Keep doing what you're doing. For the most part, they've been really on top of this game, I think. They've generated so much offensive opportunities, and the way they're moving the puck in the offensive zone has just been really, really well. So I think if they keep doing what they're doing, especially shooting, using the defense in the offensive zone, most of their opportunities have come from their defenders shooting pucks at the net. So I think if they keep doing that, they can pile onto the lead as well.
Yeah, definitely a very entertaining game we've been witness to here. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break and come back for the third period here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. I'm Cody Wall here with Seth Rock for Seth's Inside Scoop.
Welcome back to Pilot Mound, Manitoba here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. ASTV Productions coverage of tonight's action between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 Male Prep Buffaloes taking on the Notre Dame Hounds. A 5-5 game, high scoring heading into this third period, and Seth Rock, along with Graham Forsyth back here, waiting on Cody Wall to come back as well. But a lot of goals, but something we usually don't see from our time covering Pilot Mound this year. Not too many shots, 21-16 in favor of Notre Dame after that second period.
Yeah, it's certainly been a shootout today, and it's been back and forth as well. Both teams have had leads. It's been very, very exciting. We've seen a lot of nice goals. We've also seen a lot of rebounds and stuff like that. So it's been just a very entertaining game so far, and with just a lot of skill both ways.
Just looking at it, shots are a lot lower than we've seen in other games, 21-16. Do you think that's just because of how these players have been able to finish out there today for both sides?
Yeah, like we've seen both teams being able to score off the rush and get, pick up those juicy rebounds. So it's been quite hard. I can tell it's been quite hard for the goaltenders to sort of gauge on what kind of game this has been.
Well, we're going to throw it to the action now. We're going to start calling the game for this third period, and there's going to be a whistle here coming up early on with 19:44 left in the period. This third period brought to you by Dokes Bulk Fuels. For all your petroleum needs, contact Dokes Bulk Fuels today. Going to be Bo Kelder sending that one in. Carson Carroll's now going back across to Gage Sutherland. Sutherland going across to Carroll's, but that one unable to connect with him. Carroll sending it back to him. It's going to be Sutherland sending it up to Bo Murray now. Murray loses the puck, but it's going to be ending up being that pass grabbed with the hand, so we're going to get a stoppage in play here early on in this period. Once again, right outside of Notre Dame's end this time. And Cody Wall back with us. Cody, what are you expecting? What do you think the key is going to be for both Pilot Mound and Notre Dame in this period to being the team that's on top at the end of it all?
Just continue what's got them to this point. I mean, it's a tie game. Really, at this point, it's a game of inches, and it's just who's going to get that next inch.
Going to be another big hit or a big rub out in the corner. Now Donovan sending that one to Bo Kelder. Bo Kelder's shot going to be wide of the net. Connor Dunn now sending that one in. Going to be almost held in there by Connor Dunn, but he's going to play that across to Cade McIver after the puck exited the zone. Balabanski now ends up losing the puck. Bo Kelder out in front. Briho. And a tip from Briho. Or Briho. Briho gets that puck knocked off of his stick. Jacob Elliott gonna end up leaving that one for McIver. McIver now going to go cross ice to Bosar. Bosar now coming in. He tries shooting, but forgot the puck on that one. And going to be a penalty coming up here to Carson Carroll's. A hit from behind. And going to be for boarding. And that's going to send Pilot Mound to the penalty kill here with 17:29 left in this period.
And that penalty kill is brought to you by Supplemental Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Contact Supplement Insurance today.
Is it just me, or are these U15 games a lot more physical than most games we've covered?
Gordy Tomlinson, goalie coach of the academy, likes to say these kids full of P&V. So there's that, Seth. Pass out in front, misses. Going to go all the way back into Notre Dame's end here. Jacob Elliott sending that around the boards to Alexis Levine. Levine going to go down low in his own end to Calvin Gustafson. Levine, a stretch pass to Adlis. Going to go to Jacob Elliott. Elliott going to go to Calvin Gustafson. Gustafson making a move around Sutherland there. Shot high of the net, missing. Jacob Elliott now with the puck in the neutral zone. Taking it in for Notre Dame. He continues with it. Playing it off the boards to himself. Plays it up to his stick with his own skate there as well. Nice job to control the puck there. Puck along the boards down low. Two players for each team down there, both Pilot Mound and Notre Dame trying to fish this puck out. And going to be taken down is Gage Nagel. Now it's going to be Gustafson with a wraparound try, but Reed there, more than hugging his post, was in good position and going to get a face-off here with 33 seconds left on the Notre Dame power play.
Yeah, you had mentioned earlier, Seth, that you saw when Liam Tatuni went off, he was an important player on the penalty kill. Another player I think they're maybe missing on this penalty kill is Carson Carroll's. He's normally playing in all situations, and definitely a guy I think they're going to be missing on this penalty kill.
We're back to play here. It's still a Notre Dame power play. McIver sending that to a teammate. It's going to be shot from Ellsworth and going to go wide of the net. Now it's going to be McIver at the point. His shot not getting through. Another save, or a save there by Keane Reed. And now going to be picked up by Tatuni. Back to even strength here. Tatuni just entering the blue line. Sends that on net and going to be paddled away there by Grady Peterson. Getting a face-off inside the Notre Dame zone.
Definitely a game of inches here, and Pilot Mound definitely going to want to look to see if they can, extract their offense on the team here today.
Now Jack Elliott, that pass too far for Bossar, and that is going to be an icing call, sending the draw back into the Notre Dame zone.
And the shot clock, really, you look at the shots here, they've really been fairly even, only 5 separating the two teams here today.
And down low, going to be Adam Kelly in there, coming in for support, but going to be picked up by Calvin Gustafson. Tries to find a teammate with a high pass there. And now it's going to be broken out by Pilot Mound getting puck possession there. Shot on net from Kem Karen. And now it's going to be taken the other way. Michael Donovan coming in now. Donovan shoots, and that's going to be, I believe, hitting the Buffalo's logo of Reed, and makes it an easy save for himself, covering it up here and putting the stoppage into the play.
One thing I've liked from Pilot Mound today is, yes, you look at them, they are a bit of a shorter team, but they've played with a lot of aggressiveness today. I know I had mentioned that they had been finishing a lot of their checks, but for a smaller team able to do that, definitely something, is admirable.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Definitely a lot of pep in their step.
And Nagel going to Brio. Brio's shot can be gloved down and covered up by Reed.
And definitely, as just to kind of expand off that, definitely something that has kept Pilot Mound in this game today is, their willingness to engage.
Yeah, definitely being able to not, even if there's a bigger guy on the other side going into the corner, they have no hesitation. They're right in the corner as well.
No fear. Buffalo's bringing it up now. Schaefer stopped up and tried putting that one on net, but unable to find it. Connor Dunn now getting forechecked there by Thompson. Pilot Mound continuing on this forecheck. Sawatsky in on McIver. McIver leaves that for number 7. Nagel. Nagel going to go to Adlis. Adlis now tries to get to the puck there. Brijo now. The puck getting tied up. And good forecheck here from Adlis. Adlis going to go to Gustafson. Gustafson shot. Not getting through. Puck there, and Pilot Mound going to clear it to the point. Off the boards, and an unlucky bounce there. And Notre Dame makes Pilot Mound play. Jacob Bokelder putting that one into the net, giving Notre Dame a 6-5 lead.
And just kind of that shot from number 6 of Jacob Elliott went around the net, and Reed just kind of was out of place there and wasn't able to get it.
Yeah, definitely a play Pilot Mound would want to take back, because they didn't do a good job of trying to clear the puck out of the zone, and that's what happens when you got a team like Notre Dame on the forecheck.
And off of that weird bounce behind the net, Bokelder behind to the side of the net there to make Pilot Mound pay, putting it into the net. My apologies, folks. Seems like I forgot how to speak there for just a moment. But enough of that. We're back to play here. It's in the Pilot Mound zone. Bokelder sending that one down low. Carson Carroll's going to not get the puck back, but it's going to go to Bo Murray. Captain Murray coming in now. Murray tries shooting, but unable to get some space there to create a high efficient shot for himself, and that's going to allow for Grady Peterson to cover things up.
That's definitely a good shift from your leader that you want to see. Bo Murray there, wheeling it up the ice, really trying to generate as much as he can to get his team back in this.
And Pilot Mound now behind the net, tries sending that Out in front was Perrier, number 17. Jack Perrier for Pilot Mound. Ends up getting that shot covered up. And another face-off in the zone, in the Hound zone, covered up by Grady Peterson. Now Adam Kelly going to swoop in and take that puck. Kelly able to maintain possession, going to the point to Carrolls. Carrolls going down low to Jack Perrier. Wambolt also going to be there. McIver plays that off the glass, and it's going to be picked up by Boser. Unable to get a clean chance there. Now here's Calvin Gustafson trying to toe drag, but nice play there by Sutherland to shut him down. Jacob Elliott sending that pass up to Ellsworth. Ellsworth now dangling. Gonna send that to the point to Jacob Elliott. Elliott shot. Not gonna get through. Gonna go to Gustafson. Shot gonna be a toe save there by Keane Reed. Sending that one to the corner. And pass to the point. Shot gonna be high into the netting and out of play. Getting the face off here outside of Pilot Mound's end.
And Pilot Mound still looking for a bounce back shift. They did have a bit of momentum there from their captain, Bo Murray, but we'll be looking to see a little bit more going forward here if they want to get back to even in this game.
Connor Dunn sending that in. Michael Donovan there to forecheck. Now Balabansky battling in the corner with Atlas. Park's going to be played up the boards. Dunn gets that puck and tries to put it on net, but it got blocked. Schaefer now tries to make a pass up in his own zone, but gets it turned over. Going to go back to the point to Dunn. Dunn shot on net, and that's going to be a low save made by Keane Reed, covering things up here.
Two players who I'd like to kind of point out on that smaller guy with big man mentality is number 11 of Hank Thompson. He's always kind of right in the thick of things. And another guy I thought who is doing a good job of getting in the middle is Adam Kelly. He's a smaller guy, but also always in the battle.
Yeah, for sure. And one player that we always seem to talk about here, Cody, is Bo Murray. I made a mistake in that interview with Coach Dixon saying he wasn't in the lineup, but he did announce to me, and we've seen it today, that he's in the lineup, back in the lineup. How huge has that been for Pilot Mound, having their now captain back into the lineup?
Definitely, it's been a huge addition to today's lineup for them. They've definitely looked like they have maybe been missing some of their leadership group in these past couple games, but Bo has definitely been reassuring leader to today's game, and done a good job. He hasn't been able to get on the score sheet yet today, but has managed to be a force in today's game.
And it's going to be in the zone of Notre Dame. Draw's going to be one. Bo Murray, captain there. He shoots, and that's going to be saved, turned away by Peterson. And Sutherland stepping up to make that hit. And delayed offside coming, and Chartrand doesn't hear the ref. Going to send this one further down the ice. Going to be into Pilot Mound zone for the face-off there. And Cody, definitely those extra delayed face-offs can be costly, like we're seeing right now in this instant right in front of us.
Yeah, definitely can be troublesome, especially since now Notre Dame's going to be coming on. Looks like they got some fresh guys to take the face-off and maybe able to get some pressure on Pilot Mound in their end. And going to be an offside here on the play.
This game has a score of 6-5 for the Notre Dame Hounds here, leading Pilot Mound in the last 20 minutes of regulation in this game. Draw outside of the Pilot Mound zone. Wambold lining up with Levine. Draw is going to be won by the Buffaloes. Matthew Bigheady picking it up. He's going to play that off the boards to now Schaefer. Schaefer playing that behind the back. No one there, however. Shot is going to be on Reed. He turns it aside, and I'm not quite sure why there is a face-off here, why the play got blown dead.
Looked like maybe the ref had lost it there. He had put his hands up in the air, and maybe that was the reason for the whistle there.
And draw is going to be in the Pilot Mound zone, won by the Buffaloes. It's going to be Levine sending that out in front. Nice save there by Reed, saving that chance in close.
Pilot Mound definitely getting lucky there. You don't want to see a good offensive threat like Colby Bosar in the slot there, licking his chops, and managed to have Keen Reed up to the task.
There's been a few times where in front of the Pilot Mound goaltender, Hank Thompson's taking a few liberties, and he might get a penalty eventually because he's been kind of going at a guys a bit in front of his own net.
And shot's going to go through Reed, squeak by him, and that's a goal. Number 7, I believe it was Gage Nagel for the Hounds, overpowering Reed with that shot, making it a 7-5 game.
Sorry about that, Graham.
Yeah, it looks like Notre Dame here with kind of taking a bunch of the momentum here, but you can be assured the Pilot Mound is going to be looking to take some of the momentum back themselves here going forward.
Pilot Mound looking to respond here. Tatuni sending that one on net. Going to be put into the corner by Peterson. Liam Chartrand now out to the point to Carrolls. Carrolls going back to Chartrand. Chartrand not seeing any options he likes, so he decides to assess it for a bit longer and send that one down. It's going to be Sutherland sending that one down low. And puck going to find the mesh, signaling out of play here.
One thing I have liked in today's game by Pilot Mound is their ability to strike back. We've had a couple of quick goals by Notre Dame that they've been able to react and manage to capitalize back not too long. Obviously, those last two haven't been the case, but they'll be looking to continue on.
And we've talked about this U15 male prep program being resilient this season. And now Adam Kelly going to pick up the puck. Kelly unable to make a move on Donovan there. But Pilot Mound going to keep it in the zone. Going to be Wambold. Try sending that out in front. And puck's finally going to be cleared out. Bokelder now leaves it, scores! And that was Aiden Pym receiving the drop pass and sniping that one glove side high of Reed, and for the Hounds now.
What an excellent drop pass by Bokelder there to be able to send his guy flying in, and an excellent shot as well. Went right top corner, so just a great goal.
Yeah, nice goal by Notre Dame there, and a little bit of somber news here, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but looked like Pilot Mound captain Bo Murray had gone to the dressing room, so we'll have to keep an eye on and see if he does return to today's game.
I did not even see that happen there, Cody.
Just out of the peripheral vision, I had seen Bo go to the dressing room.
Well, wishing Bo Murray the best and hoping he comes back for tomorrow's game, because he's been fun to watch this season. Especially him being the captain of this team, definitely someone that they'll be looking to rely on tomorrow. And moving forward in this season, going to be Brijo with some nice skating, using his speed, taking the puck wide, causing Schaefer to lose his stick, Going to go to Jacob Elliott to McIver, and McIver's shot low, saved by Reed.
And looks like Notre Dame has really kind of turned up the pressure a little bit in this last couple minutes. And Pilot Mound so far hasn't had anything to show for returning the favors late in this third period.
Levine trying to win that draw, but Tatuni making it difficult. Puck's going to go back into the crease of Reed, and he's going to cover it up once again. 6:56 remaining in this third period. 8-5, the Hounds lead. And draw is going to be won by the Hounds, but taken away by Pilot Mound. Here comes Liam Chartrand. Chartrand with a low shot, and that's going to be a big save there by Peterson. Now it's going to be Gage Sutherland sending that one down low. Going to go to Carroll's. Carroll's shot is going to get tipped and going to get through there. Save made by Peterson. Tatuni sends that to Chartrand. Chartrand behind the back to Tatuni. Tatuni finds Perrier at the point. Perrier sending that to Sutherland. Sutherland's shot going to be high of the net, and that one out of the Notre Dame zone. Carson Carrolls gets that puck from his goaltender Reed, sending that up to Chartrand. Now pass is going to be sent up too high there for Ellsworth, and Carroll's sending it up. Sent up now by, it's going to go to Bokelder. Bokelder going to get stopped there by Carrolls. And now a bit physical now from the Hounds as they're laying on the body. And now Pilot Mound doing the same thing. And puck is going to be held along the boards. And puck is loose. Can see it down there. It's going to be picked up by Pilot Mound. And Tatuni fending off a hit there. Sending it in and circling back, going off for a change. Notre Dame now looking to break out. Wambold trying to stop Bokelder with a stick there, but Bokelder maintained possession and sent it up to a teammate. Matthew Bigheady surviving the contact there. Gonna be laid down low. Bigheady with the puck now. Gonna go across, finding the skate of Wambold. Be McIver sending that to Donovan. And now going to be picked off. A move, and Donovan unable to keep a clean handle on it there. It's going to go back to the point to McIver. McIver's shot going to be turned aside. McIver. His chip attempt down low, not hard enough. Now it's going to be in a scrum of things. And now Pilot Mound having some trouble getting it out. Now behind the net. Going to still be kept in by the Hounds as they continue this constant pressure here on the forecheck. Sent out in front. Unable to cover. There was Kelly, and Nagel getting that shot away, but a save made by Reed covering it up.
Man, is it just me, or have you guys noticed how relentless Notre Dame's been on the forecheck this period? It's been absolutely insane.
Definitely been relentless, but I don't think it helps that Pilot Mound in that sequence.
Off the post there. Sorry about that, Cody. We'll get back to your thoughts in just a moment after this play is finished. After we get a whistle. Gustafson sending that up. And it's going to be Adlis with it. Adlis sending that up to Jacob Elliott at the point. Elliott sending that one down low out of the reach of his teammate Sutherland. Plays that up with one hand now to Hank Thompson. Thompson going to get rubbed out, but Sutherland able to play this puck in. Peterson leaving that for a teammate. It's played up now to Hudson Brijo. Hudson Brijo tries to cut to the outside and just elects to set it in deep. Carson Carroll's now played that off the boards. Carroll's gets it back. Leave that for Hansel Chikuz. Now it's going to go Levine with the puck. Alexis Levine. Now continuing with it. To pressure. Shot there from Pym, and that's not going to go for him. Taken up now is Thompson, and Thompson sending that one in deep, going off for a change. 2:13 remaining here in this period. In this final period of regulation in this Saturday night matchup between the U15 Mill Prep Pilot Mound Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds U15 prep team. Batuni, or Chartrand rather, sent that to Balabansky. Ellsworth trying to go across. Puck still there, and a shot there from Jack Elliott. Keen Reed standing tall, however. Now going to be out in front, and that's going to be a stick from a Pilot Mound player getting in the way there. I believe that was Liam Chartrand sending Jack Elliott's shot out of play into the netting.
Yeah, and just to kind of expand on what you were saying there before, Seth, on the constant pressure by Notre Dame. We had talked a little bit in Seth's inside scoop how Pilot Mound was going to have to cut back on some of their turnovers, and them getting hemmed into their own end definitely was something that played into that constant pressure by Notre Dame.
Carson Carroll's played that to Adam Kelly. Adam Kelly unable to receive the pass there. And now trying to go for a stretch pass, almost getting through, but Sutherland keeping that from not happening. And now Adam Kelly trying to lay a hit there, but might have been a bit too much size there from Jacob Elliott on that one. Sends him to the ice. 45 seconds remaining in this game. Grady Peterson.
I definitely do respect Kelly going for that hit, but against a big guy like Elliott, it's definitely hard to knock him down.
And now it's going to be Brijo. Brijo drags, shoots, and tries to put that rebound on net, but unable to. 24 seconds remaining here. Notre Dame possessing the puck. It's going to be Connor Dunn. Connor Dunn sending that in. Carson Carrolls. It's going to be picked up there by Hansel Chikuz. In the dying seconds now, 5 seconds remaining, and Notre Dame back in the win column, improving their record to 3-4 after this win tonight against the Pilot Mound Buffaloes. And Pilot Mound giving a good effort, but their record is going to fall to 1-4 on the season after losing in this game 8-5 to the Notre Dame Hounds here tonight. And before we move into anything here, Seth, me being a small guy myself, I absolutely love what Hank Thompson was doing out there today. We'll talk about him some more in just a moment here, but overall, thoughts on this third period, Cody and Seth?
Definitely a strong period by Notre Dame. I would have to say they were definitely the stronger team in this period, but I don't think there was anything really to be too discouraged of if you're Pilot Mound.
No, I definitely agree with you there, Cody. It just came down to the speed in the end of the game. I think Pilot Mound going into the third was a little bit got a little bit tired, but they still did put up a great effort. And a team like Notre Dame who has all these weapons, it is hard to keep up with them. But Pilot Mound did an excellent job throughout the majority of the game, keeping up to them and having a few leads throughout the game.
Yeah, for sure. And I am getting some word that we're going to be doing another edition of Seth's Inside Scoop here post-game. So we're going to send it to that just before I sign off here, because I'll throw it over to Cody and Seth after. We will be back here at Blackjack Stewart Arena tomorrow for an 11 a.m. puck drop between the Pilot Mountain Buffaloes U15 male prep program and the Notre Dame Hounds. Graham Forsyth here. Before I sign off, I want to thank you all for tuning in on this Saturday night. Of course, this third period brought to you by Dokes Bulk Fuels. We're going to send it to a commercial break, then have another segment of Seth's Inside Scoop here on ASTV Productions.
All right, welcome to the post-game edition of Seth's Inside Scoop. Seth, we're now after the full 60 minutes of Notre Dame versus Pilot Mound. What were your kind of takeaways of today's game?
Well, yeah, it's definitely the speed that I saw from Notre Dame there in the third period. It definitely seemed like they came more alive in that period, and not to mention the fact that it looked like Pilot Mountain was still starting to get a little bit tired near the end of the third. But it's a testament to me. They stayed in the game for a long time, and they had a few leads in this game, so it was just an excellent game overall.
Definitely able to hold on to a lead for a portion of the game there. I know I had mentioned during the game that we saw Bo Murray had gone to the dressing room. I did see that he did come back to play for the end of the third period. Just kind of tell us what his impact has on tomorrow's game, that you're going to have such an impactful player in the lineup for Pilot Mound, or at least it looks like they should have him.
Oh, it's fantastic for them. You and Graham had mentioned him a lot throughout that game, and I had noticed him a lot too. He's just, everything he does out there, it's with a purpose. You see him finishing all his checks. You see him, playing really hard in the offensive zone, taking a lot of shots. Starting a lot of rushes, and then you also see him doing all the little things in the defensive zone, whether it's blocking a shot or or doing some good stick checking, or even just forcing the play. He's a guy that they love to have out there. He leads by example, and I'm sure he leads well in the dressing room as well.
For sure. And one thing we kind of, as we were signing off, I do believe that we had forgot to pick our Align Your Mind player of the game. So, Seth, who do you think deserves today's Align Your Mind player of the game?
Yeah, that one's going to be a tough one for me, but I'm going to go with Bo Kelder there. He was one of those guys that you may not see. I know a few weeks ago, when we were covering the Hawks game, I mentioned that my player of the game was Ava Dalbozic. Well, this is a guy that I see that plays a lot like her, in the sense where they're not going to get all these points, but they're going to go in and they're going to work as hard as they can. They may not be the biggest guy out there, but the biggest person out there, but he just forces the play hard. He's hard on every single puck. I even saw him finishing his checks or being one of the smaller guy out there. So it's a testament to see a guy be that brave out there and play with such a heavy heart and just a big game.
Definitely an important player to watch. We're going to sign off for today's game between Notre Dame Hounds U15 and Pilot Mound U15 team. We're going to be back here tomorrow to capture the two teams in their rematch tomorrow afternoon, and tune in to ASTV Productions for tomorrow morning's game between these two teams. I'm Cody Wall with Seth Rock here. We're signing off on Seth's Inside Scoop. Have a good night.